Thanks for stopping by. I'd like to preface this video by saying it is not a knitting tutorial, but it means to have something playing in the background while you work on your own knitting project. If you're like me and really enjoy watching videos while you work, sometimes you find that the content you enjoy is very visually engaging and you're several hours in and haven't gotten nearly as far along in your project as you would have liked to. So that's where I come in. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. We are still, you see me, it's like I never left. I was like, you know what, I have all the time, all the time my battery says I have to continue to film some more videos, and I thought I'd just keep going, you know. It's late, it's very late, but we're still here. We're still gonna keep working on, can you guess? Well, I'm sure the title of the video gave it away, but yay, it is correct. It is the Jolie Mimi Cardigan by Wool and the Gang. We left off by knitting about 2 inches when we started our new ball of yarn, so we're just gonna keep going with this one and see how far we get in the next 20-ish minutes, or more or less, depending on how my battery feels. My other battery is charging over here, so once this one says it's done, it's done. So yes, I hope you guys are all having a good day wherever you are, or had a good day depending on when you see this. I'm excited about some stuff. I was thinking it would be cool to do a live of me working on my cat puzzle, but I don't think my phone, well, one, I don't think this camera is that high tech where I could like wirelessly use it to film, especially up here because I'm nowhere near a computer, so I have no idea how it would work with all of that. So maybe one day that'll be something that we can do together as work on a puzzle, because I love puzzles. I haven't had one in a long time, but I enjoy them. Anytime I see one, like sometimes my old jobs used to have them out for people to do, and that was nice. I would like walk by, maybe try to group some similar color pieces together, or you know, you start with the perimeter first and then work your way in. Let me know if you're a puzzle person, and then if you are, do you have a method like that where you kind of do your border first and then group your like colors of the pattern, or colors of the puzzle together to kind of try to see where things would go? And sometimes they're really hard like that, where all the colors could go anywhere, but I kind of like those the best because it really gets you thinking. So there's a puzzle shop in the mall by me, and they had this crazy sale at the end of the year, and that's where I got my 365 days of cats, and I got my deck of cards of cats, and I got my cat puzzle. I'm trying to think if I got anything else there that was cat related, but I think that I stopped at that. So 3 cat things, and so that was fun, but I should get more puzzles. I was also thinking I should color. I got this coloring book from my brother's fiance a while ago, and it was when I was still in grad school, and it was like the nicest gesture, but I was so busy, like I didn't have any time. I wasn't knitting yet. I was working full-time, doing my master's part-time, and I was just like, nope, I have no time to even do something fun like color in a coloring book. So I have that. I should bust that out and color in it too, maybe while I'm here. I was thinking of like all the fun stuff that I used to do. We have well, I don't think I have the wires. I have a PlayStation 1 downstairs that I could play. I love Dance Dance Revolution. That's like my one. Well, that, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Jack and Daxter, Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy, 40 Winks, and then Midnight Club. So that's like a racing game. And then the Dance Dance Revolutions are like all of my favorite games that I love to play on either PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. Kind of depends on what games go with what consoles. But video games, that would be fun. I haven't done that in a long time. And again, it was kind of just changing gears. Got busy in different ways and then just stopped some hobbies that I used to really enjoy. Video games being one of them. Just drawing for fun without it being like for somebody. Haven't done that in a long time. I thought for a while it'd be fun to make cat signs for my office door, so that like when I was at lunch or in a meeting or out like training people, I would have a sign for every occasion where I wouldn't be in my office, or like even if I was on a conference call or in a webinar or something, have a sign for that with like this cat that would represent me. And I was thinking like a fluffy cat, because like my hair, and maybe like paint, or not paint, but like cute little patch on its eye or something, because I usually wear glasses when I'm at work, because I have issues with my distance, and when I'm at home everything's like right here by me, so I can, and then shapes, I can make out shapes, but I'm usually not reading stuff from far away at my house, so I don't worry about wearing my glasses at home, but when I go out I do. But yeah, something to represent like, that is me with my glasses. People know me as the girl with the fro and the glasses. Can't miss me. But I thought it would be cute. But my plan was to paint some clear acrylic sheets to use with like drill holes in them, and then tie some string through to hang them over my doorknob. And I don't have the acrylic sheets, and I don't want to buy them yet because I haven't really sketched out what I want my designs to be. I just have like a visual of what my concepts were, but nothing really fleshed out. So, and now that I don't have anything, I can't really go to the craft store to get anything. And if I did, I would want to pick up some more polyfill for my plushies. And that's another video that I plan on filming, is continuation of stuffing the plushies. And now that I don't have anywhere to impede on doing that, I should be able to get those done too pretty soon, if I can get more supplies if I need them. But yeah, lots of interesting stuff like that. And I do have some knitting books I can read. My friend and coworker way back when, last year, she gifted me some yarn. She was destashing several pattern books and some yarn books that were not about patterns at all, but more about like the concept of being a knitter. So I was very excited about that, and I hadn't read them yet, so I could probably read those too, just to see what they're about, since my book club is relatively canceled, but I'm missing some because my library is closed, so I can't really catch up on what I need to read for that if I can't access the books I requested. So there's that. Kind of stuck with that. I probably could, I mean, I made such good progress organizing my yarn stash that I don't want to touch it again, But considering that I'm coming to the end of, uh, well, one project, still in the middle of two, three, sorry, socks, this, and that blanket. Just trying to think of what else to start, but maybe look at some of the yarn that I already have and think of like some destashing projects. Because it's all kind of like odds and ends, and then work with what I have else. What else I have? So I could walk around like a weirdo outside. We're allowed to leave to go for walks and stuff and like get exercise, but I don't really do that anyway. But it would probably be, wouldn't it just be so cute just to walk with my partner and be like, let's go for a walk, let's do stuff that we don't normally do. And I don't like walking with them because they walk way too fast. And I don't, unless I'm like running late. But if I'm just walking for fun, I don't want to break a sweat, and I sweat really easily. And I've always been that way, so I try not to exert myself. But right now it's actually the perfect time for me to go for a walk because it's chilly, but it's not like super, super cold where I'd wear a coat and then get hot in the coat. But if I wore like a hoodie or something, I could walk and get really hot and still like keep myself warm enough because it's still cold and I can see my breath, but it's not that bad. It's just like the ideal walking weather for me. But I don't have any, I mean, I have some walking shoes, but they're not like, they're just like runners, but they're not designed for walking. But they're sneakers, kind of. And so maybe we'll do that if the weather lets up. It was super cold and rainy recently, so I don't want to go out if there's still a lot of like squishy puddles. But maybe we can get free like Sunday or Monday. Just walk around. But you also got to avoid people, which I'm fine with that. But if there are other people who are already self-quarantining and stuff like that, they may have already been like super stir crazy and wanted to get out and get some fresh air. So, you know, if you're passing them, I guess that's okay, but you got to be careful. Wait, what did I just do? This isn't it. Okay, yes, that's what I thought. So, yes, those are all the things that I can be doing. But like I said in my previous episode, I want to make a list, like an official list, instead of just like thinking about it, but actually commit it to some paper so I can, you know, mark off my progress. So, we'll see. I have to talk to my family too. Where they are in Washington state, they are, they're not shelter in place, but my cousin, who has two children who are 10 going on 11, they will, they're out of school, yeah, until April like 27th or something. So they have a long time that they haven't been in school. And they're not like equipped to be online either, so they're pretty much just hanging out with my parents because they're retired, so they can watch them while my cousin goes to work until she is no longer able to, or like they tell her she can't go in anymore. What else? I had some. Ooh, we could probably do the. We could probably do the shop or not shop. Yeah, kind of like shop my pattern book um, video of like stuff because I've already printed out patterns that I'm gonna do myself, but my pattern books have a lot of different stuff in them that would be fun to try sometime, not soon, but sometime. And we can go through those because that'll give me, now that I have time at home, I can take all the pictures because it'll be easier for me to show you the pictures of what I like um, and have them just pop up on the screen as we talk about them. And that's going to take a lot of work because I have a lot of books. And when I say a lot, I don't have like as many as some people, but enough that it's going to be a pretty lengthy video. So that'll probably be coming up in the next couple weeks or so as well. So that'll be fun. I'll make that on my list. Things to do. Photograph patterns I like. I wish I had stuff to bake now. I want to bake, but I don't have a lot of ingredients for stuff. I mean, bake like something sweet. I have some ice cream, but it's kind of like this off-brand, and it's supposed to be premium, and it's hard. It's hard as a rock, and I bought it because it was inexpensive, but I have to keep running my ice cream scoop under hot water just to kind of like chip at it. Like I feel like I could make some kind of cool sculpture out of this carton of ice cream because it's like so hard to get out. And then by the time I get enough out to eat, the stuff that's already in the bowls all like melting and stuff. It's not the best. But I'm desperate. And I can't throw it out because it's a waste. That'd be such a waste. But I think from now on I'll just get the better quality. That's not like the off-brand. At least this particular off-brand. Other off-brands are fine. Something about this one, it's like so hard. And it's such a pain to scoop because you really can't. You're literally like chopping at it to get it to come out. That's no fun. I mean, granted, I'm probably burning as many calories as the serving of ice cream trying to get it out of the carton, but sheesh, not the funnest thing. Okay. Something about it now, I feel like it's going by so fast, but it doesn't look like it yet. But one of these days, it'll be, because this is kind of how long it's gonna drape right now. So, well, without pulling it off of the needle, I have maybe, I don't know why I'm singing that. Maybe this much? I don't know. I have to measure it. I actually have to measure it to make sure I'm not overshooting how long this should be. But because it's like heavy now, it's starting to drape a little. And so I need to make sure that it's not being pulled and it's not droopy when I actually measure it out. And just let it kind of lay, kind of relax, but like not like squish it together, but just like if it was just normal, if it was just at rest and it wasn't like bunched up and it wasn't stretched out, how long is it? Because then that'll let me know when I can cast off and start the next panel. And I almost want to say I would rather, I mean, I get it, but like I kind of want to say I'd rather not knit another panel just yet, and then knit another piece of it just so kind of have like that variety instead of doing the same thing twice like this. I mean, it's kind of like when you do socks, you have to do it again, but I think because of the magnitude of how much of this fabric is going to be, like space-wise, it seems a little more monotonous than something like my Raylight socks, where it's just a smaller scale of repetition than, you know, two big flaggy things flapping around. So don't know how I feel about that. But I also don't want to mess this up either, because I'm actually going to be wearing this and I want to be as careful as I can be, knowing how uncareful I am. But I don't want to mess it up if I'm going to be wearing it on my body for forever, because I have the money and the time that I put into this. I definitely want to make sure I can keep it around for a long time. And now I'm just rambling, but essentially I think I want to switch to knit another piece of this, but at the same time I understand that you want to keep things symmetrical, but I want some variety too. And I don't know if I want to knit another pattern, another panel, even though I'm instructed to. So I'll probably just do it anyway because that's what they're telling me to, but I will let you know I don't want to. I want to knit some other piece of it, which is also why I'd rather knit in the round. And also why some of the other projects that I'm looking at are going to be knit in the round based if they are clothing pieces. So yeah, there we go. No, not too bad. I thought something was going on, but we have some time, but I will not keep you any longer than I have. So I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. You're keeping your spirits up. Maybe even though I was telling myself I wouldn't talk about the thing that's happening, it keeps creeping up into my conversations, and it's kind of hard not to, just because it's such a big deal and it's impacting a lot of people. But I don't want to cry and I don't want to make you feel bad. So I'm hoping that this little break from the crazy uncertainty was helpful. If you're knitting and you're meditating and you're just kind of like taking each day at a time and understanding that a lot of us don't know what's happening, don't know what will happen, but we're still getting through day by day. And even though it's crazy, there are a lot of cases really close to where I live. I'm thankful, very thankful that I'm in good health, that people I know are in good health, that my employer is acknowledging the magnitude of this and wants us to be healthy and stay home with pay, which is really nice. So with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.